What's happening, guys? James Blonde here with MMOHuts.com with a quick first look at FreeStyle 2 Street Basketball, the sequel to a somewhat unique MMO basketball game developed by JC Entertainment and distributed by Joycity and Gamekiss. Now, this game has expanded on the original game quite a bit, but it still keeps its main components, which give it a nice arcade, fast-paced game style with freedom of movement, a strong focus on teamwork strategy mixed in with some skill, of course. I can say it's a nice change up from what we've been seeing on the free-to-play market lately, and the game just dropped into open beta a couple of days ago, so I'll hop in and show you guys what the game has to offer. And if you haven't noticed already, this game sports that street-style urban feel with the art style and characters and, of course, music, which is pretty cool, actually. I think that it works really well with this type of game. It gives it that better arcade-type feel and less of a critical, you have to know what you're doing in order to play this game type of thing. And so I've already got my character made here, but you can choose between 5 different classes. Well, I say classes, positions, my bad. I'm no expert on basketball, that's for sure. But you can choose to be a center, which is a strong defensive position, the power forward, and the small forward, which is kind of an all-around defensive and offensive position. It's good for figuring out what position you might want to play as, actually, because once you pick your initial position here, you can form it to your liking and playstyle by changing up some of the stats and things later on. I'll talk about that in a second. The point guard is good if you want to focus on setting up your teammates for shots. They're kind of like a support, playing defense well and specializing in passing techniques. Now, the shooting guard is good for long range, three-point shots, or outside shots as they call them. They're able to overcome the other team's defenses pretty well. And once you've made a selection, you get taken to this screen that lets you get a bit more technical with the various types of gameplay each position is best at. So it may help you to make a decision if it helps you to look at the overall starting stats. And you'll see these make a difference when you're setting yourself up for different shots or having to block other players, because there are various little mechanics in the game, and you can even tweak those a little bit further right here with the specialty. Now, until you change the voice type of your character, it either sounds like Chris Rock or whatever this is.
Good job!
A tough girl, I guess. It sounds like she got punched in the throat and then telling you a good job for punching her in the throat.
Good job!
But as you can tell, this is where you can also choose your character's look initially, and I say initially because you're able to unlock or buy tons of different outfits and accessories as you play and level up your character. But each position has 5 different choices in terms of looks to start off with. So there's not a lot of customization to start out, but like I said, later on you can make all these changes. Like, for example, the money sign glasses I've got on my point guard here. Makes her play better without, obstructing her vision or anything. As far as game options go, you can play against the computer, you can join in a queue with a team, either random or by friend invites. The game is 1-on-1, 2-on-2, or 3-on-3, by the way, and it's only played in half court, so those, half court rules apply, like clearing the ball past the three-point line, stuff like that. Now, like I mentioned before, you do have to focus on teamwork and of course skill in this game, so there are some tutorials that help you figure out what you're doing, especially with the various game mechanics, all the way from basic to advanced. The nice thing is that you can level up and earn points to put towards skills that change up your stats and help you make your character specialize a bit more the way you want them to play. And until you apply these skills, you work with the basic skills in the game. So, for example, you can pass when you're new, of course. The key for pass is S, but you can learn a skill like direct pass here that lets you use Q and E to select which teammate to pass it to directly instead of which teammate is closer to you otherwise. So some of the skills you can pick up are actives like this, and some of them are passives that increase the success rate of some of your shots, for example. Either way, I think it's set up nice because it's based on level, and you have to earn the points in order to get these skills. It's not something you can pick up in the cash shop. But you do have these ceremony skills that you can pick up for real currency, kind of like you can in Loadout, except, less twerking and teabagging. Now, I've got one more thing to show you guys before we start up a match. You've got this little guy here, which is my toy. It's kind of like a pet that gives you small stat boosts that also acts as a collectible item. So you can get the various ones here and then bind them to whichever character you've made in order to benefit that position. It's kind of a weird element, but then again, there are several different ways in the game to change up or increase your stats, like cards is another example. You win a lot of these things randomly after player matches, and the outfits, which you can buy in the shops, are purely cosmetics, but you can add attributes to them in order to increase your stats, and I'm not sure exactly how that works, but it's nice that you're able to do that instead of them coming with the stats. It seems a bit more fair seeing that you have to earn them. Plus, some of the outfits look pretty legit. Oh, and you can also do quests to get several items at once. Stuff like win a match, play a match with friends, or play a certain type of match. And one of the cool things before a match starts up, you can practice around with players entering the lobby. So while you're waiting, you can basically warm up. It's a lot better than having to sit and wait for players to enter a match. Sweet, so it looks like I found a match. Apparently Fraps doesn't like this game, or vice versa, so it was crashing a couple times. And this is a 3-on-3 all-player match, and we get to decide who gets the ball by jump ball, half-court rules, and hopefully we do. Over here, I'm open. No, the guy's not guarding me. Sweet. Easy shot right there. That was wide open. That was perfect. So the game has mechanics like this right here. I'm trying to guard this guy, which I'm not doing the greatest. Oh, no. No. Didn't stop him. And you've got to basically, it's pretty manual. You don't like lock into place or anything. You have to have the skill to get in front of them. So the game mechanics are a little tricky when it comes to blocking. Oh, no. Good. We got a rebound. Nice. Sweet. Me. And you also have to judge whether or not you can get that little meter in the correct position, kind of like a golf game or other sports game. I'm not sure. I don't usually play sports games much. This one's a little bit different, but a lot of sports games have those sort of meters. You have to click and hold and try and get in the right position. Sweet, good dive, nice pass. We got to check the ball. Actually, I meant to do that. We got to get out here and check the ball. There we go. Did we get it? No. Okay, I'll do it. That works. That's okay. So we couldn't actually shoot the ball because we didn't check it. So it doesn't let you not play by the rules. You don't have to worry about fouls and all that stuff. I did not mean to hit that. So sometimes you actually hit the wrong keys. So learning the movement in here is actually a little challenging if you've never played any sports games. I'm assuming it's set up similar to other basketball games that you would play on the keyboard. It's definitely set up very similar to the original FreeStyle game. Sweet. That's how this is actually working out pretty nice. We're doing pretty well. But yeah, like I was saying, you got to learn how to block correctly, which is hard, and then you switches teammates on you like this, or your opponents, which I haven't quite figured out why. I guess if I stand next to one longer, it will fix that. It says my defense is excellent, so I guess I can't complain. Pass to me. This Sona person is not doing too great blocking-wise, so it's making my shots a little easier. You can celebrate after shots, too. I just have to think about doing it afterwards. And you do have to get like a sprinting start in order to go and dunk like that, for example. But the dunk success rate is pretty good. You just can't have anybody blocking you. So the game has a lot of inside mechanics, like I keep saying, that either help or prevent you from doing something. Let's see if I can... Sometimes you can steal the ball, but that's really challenging. Some of the skills and moves that you have to do in the game can be difficult to pull off until you get used to them later on. Guarding is one of the hardest things for me, or intercepting the ball. So I can go back here and shoot pretty nice, typically. Seeing that I'm a support role, I like to go and check the ball and things like that. So my guarding is halfway decent, but I think it's a little easier for players like, especially this guy that I'm guarding here, to juke my guards. Oh, I stopped it. Nice. So you have to hit A and intercept the ball. It's really hard to jump up and actually slap the ball away from the rim. You can also use that same move if your player is, or your teammate is shooting like this. I can sometimes assist the shot. Like if it's not going in, it can jump up and tap it in. It's pretty cool. And depending on whether or not you're playing offense or defense at the moment, you'll notice that your keys change up on the right there. It has a key description. It will change as you switch over, letting you know what you're able to do. For example, I can steal now, but when we get the ball, I'll be able to do something like pass. Sweet! Speaking of, got it that way. 3-point. Nice. And see how you can use D to rebound. Alright. Try to guard. Hit W to sort of face up there. That didn't work out too well. Guy gets right around me if he wants to. But then again, that's part of where the skill comes in the game. I mean, you level up some of these skills or get some of these skills so that way you can do different aspects of the game better. So if I like suck at blocking, then I can level up some of the skills that can not allow him to pass me as easy. But for now, I'm just going to try to give him a hard time. Make it hard on him, anyway. I'm not going to just stand there. See, it's actually, I think it's working. They didn't shoot very quick. Now we got 2 people on this. Well, I'm going to move over here again. Or this guy, because he seems more of a threat. It's probably their MVP. No, give us the ball back. Give us the ball. Ah, that was a mess. That was a mess. You can communicate with your team by hitting 1 through 5. And I think it helps because we keep doing that. You can tell them good job, or nice pass, or that you made a mistake, like you dropped the ball or whatever. You can also celebrate, like I said, but I just forget to. And then I hit the wrong key, and then he gets past you because it takes forever to jump up in the air like that. Sometimes you can actually block the ball when they shoot that way, but the timing has to be like perfect. There's no auto aim lock here. Anything like that. The little green circle there at the end shows you, like kind of below my character, shows whether or not, it shows other characters and you whether or not how well you're being blocked. See, that guy just juked me. To screen this guy here. Let's see, we got it that way. No, we couldn't block that. It's actually turning out to be a fairly close match, honestly. We're catching up. Gotta make some 3 points. So my center there actually likes to do a lot of dunking, so that's pretty reliable. It's good to have the various positions on your team. But being that it's 3v3 and you've got 5 positions to choose from, you can kind of mix and match your team accordingly and figure out what works best for you. So whenever you're starting up a match, you can actually request certain positions. Oh, man. Yeah, we got it. Let's celebrate a little bit. Pointing at him like, you did a good job. But it's funny we say that, and I've got 2 point guards on our team. I'm one of them. So, but it seems to be doing okay. We're close. It's only a 3-point game, and we only got 20 seconds, so we gotta make it count here. Hopefully we can steal the ball away. Just pass it to me. This guy can't get me. Run over here. Let me just. Didn't mean to do that. Sometimes you accidentally hit that button and face slam on the ground. You can dive for the ball, which is great because a lot of people don't do it. I noticed. And I've actually got the ball a couple times that way. Sweet. Shoot. And... oh, crap. That's the first time I missed. No, give it back. We got 1 second. 0 seconds. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, we won it anyway. Sweet. That's how it works. That was a really close match. And here it shows you all your XP that you win, all your points. The points goes towards getting your skills. So it translates out. Basically, XP goes into getting more skills. So I did a good job, and we got the dragon. Okay. I don't know what that means, actually, but I guess it's just more of a... that's an icon or something. So you can pick a random item here, and let's see what I got here. I got point. Okay. Point coupon. I guess that's something that I can possibly... oh, no. It ups... because I have the dragon, I get an increase. All right. Cool. So I got a post-shot offense card that gives me attributes towards certain skills if I were to... equip that and obviously have those skills. But either way, you can see how you can earn some of these things after you win a match. So you get them pretty often. And I've got to admit, I didn't think I would have as much fun as I did playing this game, seeing that I rarely play sports MMOs and don't really know much about basketball, even though I'm from the home of the Spurs. So I can see the appeal to those who like sports games, and I can say that the game is fun enough to try even if you don't care much for basketball. Surprisingly. I can see it being appealing from the skill and teamwork that is involved in the game. So if that's what you're looking for, give the game a shot. It's in open beta now. If you're just plain looking for more information about the game, head over to the game profile at MMOHuts.com from the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.